Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Ever feel like companies are speaking a different language? Well, today we are going to translate a document so you can see through the corporate fog. In this video, we are diving into BlackBoxStock's latest filing and we'll unwrap what it all means. This report is all about BlackBoxStock's finding a new way to sell more of its stock. They are teaming up with a company to make it happen, and this report explains exactly how that is going to work and what it means for the company and its investors. Before we dive in, if you are interested in learning more about SEC filings and corporate reports, be sure to subscribe and join our Discord server in the description below. The report is dated July 1st, 2025, so it is fairly recent. This date is important because it tells us when the events described in the report actually happened. In this case, it tells us when they made a deal to sell more stock. The most important bit of news here is that BlackBoxStocks entered into what's called an at-the-market issuance sales agreement. Think of this as a deal with a financial company to help them sell shares of their stock over time. Basically, instead of offering a lump sum of stock all at once, they can sell shares gradually into the market. It is like they are slowly putting stock up for sale. They are working with Alexander Capital LP, who will act as their sales agent. So BlackBoxStocks can from time to time issue and sell shares of their stock through Alexander Capital. The key number here is $5,795,000. That is the maximum amount of stock they are planning to sell through this agreement. So they're potentially raising almost $6 million. These shares will be sold in what is called an at-the-market offering. This means that Alexander Capital will sell the shares at the current market prices. They'll try to get the best price they can. They have to follow some rules, and the whole thing depends on what is happening in the market. This offering is tied to a previous registration statement they filed with the SEC. This statement was declared effective back in January, giving them the go-ahead to proceed with this kind of stock offering. This agreement isn't forever. It will end once they have sold all the shares, or if either BlackBoxStocks or Alexander Capital decides to call it quits. Now for the fees. Alexander Capital does not work for free. They will get a commission of 3.0% of whatever they sell. So if they sell all $5,795,000 worth of shares, Alexander Capital has to pay for anything. BlackBoxStocks will also cover certain expenses Alexander Capital has while helping them sell the stock. BlackBoxStocks also promises to have Alexander Capital's back if someone sues them because of this deal, and it also promises that if Alexander Capital has to pay for anything, BlackBoxStocks will help cover that. The document is signed by Gus Kepler, President and Chief Executive Officer. This confirms that the company stands behind the information provided in the report. Basically, he is saying everything in the report is to the best of his knowledge. Now for my take on this situation. It looks like BlackBoxStocks is looking for more cash. Selling stock is a way to get that, but it also means that each share of stock is now worth a little less. The good thing is that they are not doing it all at once. Gradually selling the stock means they are less likely to cause a sudden drop in the stock price, which would hurt current investors. However, investors should keep an eye on how quickly they're selling these shares and what they are using the money for. If the money is going to good use, it could be a positive thing. If not, it could be a warning sign. They could be using the money to just keep the lights on and not actually growing the company. One thing to keep in mind is that the company is in a tough spot. It is an emerging growth company, and these types of companies often deal with uncertainties. The stock commission they need to give is also something investors need to consider, since it seems like a big expense, which makes the company seem like it needs the money right now. Investors should follow if the sale of the stock aligns with strategic goals. Alright, that's our breakdown of BlackBoxStocks' latest filing. What's your take on their plan to sell more stock? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you found this analysis helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more in-depth looks. Don't forget to check out our Discord server in the description for even more discussions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.